Hello, hello, my spooky friends. It is October, and it is time for October dailies, and I'm very, very excited about that. Fall is my favorite time of the year, and my October dailies are usually the ones that I actually complete and do all the work on and follow the prompts. This year, again, I'm using prompts from April from Pink Oddbird. She has a listing on her website of 31 prompts. She put them all out ahead of time, which was a great idea because I like to work ahead. And so I did the first 6 because even though it's not the 6th, today's only, I don't even know what today is. Today is like the 3rd, or yeah, I think it's the 3rd, Saturday the 3rd. Because I like to work ahead a little bit because during the week I work really long hours, and so I usually like to work ahead. I'm really pleased that you put them out early. This is the daily that I put together this year. Now, what I did was repurposed a book that I got in a swap because it really wasn't something that I could use. It wasn't really something that was to my taste. It did have elements of things that I really enjoyed, and if the person watching this is the person I got the book from, I don't remember who I did the swap with. I actually really liked the book when I got it. I just never had an occasion to use it because of the theme. But like I said, it had a lot of really nice elements in it. So I recovered it and added some pages, took some pages out. I have used a lot of ephemera so far that was in here. But just if you recognize anything in here, please know that, I personally would rather have somebody use the book the way they want to use it than just have it sit in a closet. So I discussed it with some of my friends, and they were like, absolutely, at least you get some use out of it. And yeah, so I hope no one takes offense to that. And I do appreciate everyone's artwork. But as with my artwork, when I give it to someone else, it's theirs to do with what they choose. If they want to tear it apart, if they want to use it as is, that's up to them. Anyway, let me give you a little close up. This card was part of the ephemera that was in the book. I covered this with some fabric that my friend gave me for my birthday. It's very spooky. I got this in some Happy Mail from Thespa. I think I might have gotten this doily from her as well. Some flowers that I had. I covered the spine with lace. And here's some more of that fabric. Isn't it cool? Okay, and then the closure is just some sari silk that I had in my stash, but it's also like the colors were perfect, and it's a little bit beaded, and yeah, it's pretty cute. So let's look at the first couple days that I did. This is my introduction page, and it just shows what month it is. It's a haunted house, and if you look real close in this glassine, you can see there's a ghostie in there. Yeah, so, and there's the year of 2020. So the first prompt was spell the word Halloween with washi tape. And what I ended up doing was taking cardboard and cutting out the letters because I couldn't make them look like anything with just the washi. And then I covered them with washi and I trimmed it down. And I put samples of the washi that I did use on the page. And this was part of the ephemera that came in my book. And yeah, the rest of the stuff is just stuff I had from my stash. The book also had this little thing in here, which is like a little place to put some notes, and I just wrote that it was my October daily in there. Okay, so that's day 1. Day 2, the prompt was create a page with a drawing or element of your favorite person in a scary movie. Now, I like vampires. I like vampires in all movies, all TV shows, books. I don't know, there's something about vampires I really like. I mean, I like other, like werewolves and stuff like that too, but vampires are my thing. So, I'd had a vampire book that I used last year. I think I got it. And I cut it up. So I still had some stuff left over from there. This was actually part of the book. It was already here, and it was really cool, so I left it here. I had purchased these definitions, and I don't remember who I purchased those from. But they're really cool, and I'm going to be using them throughout the book because they look really awesome in the book, and they look good on ephemera. Yeah, so here is the page that I made for that. I talked about the romantic vampire over here, and of course, I had to use some pictures of hot vampires from Interview with a Vampire. I think I got this from True Blood because that looks like the beginning of True Blood, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so that was my day 2, which was create a page with drawing elements of your favorite person in a scary movie. Day 3, what lives under your bed? And I had, honestly, what lives under my bed? Crafting supplies. And that can be pretty scary, trust me, because they seem to multiply when I least expect it. And then my boyfriend's like, what is all this stuff under the bed? Anyway, I digress. I just put some definitions of what could live under the bed. I made a bed with a headboard from, this was a die cut, and I just cut it in half and made the headboard and the footboard. This is some fabric that April sent me with an order that I had ordered from her, and I thought it was really cute, and I thought it went really well with the colors that were on the page, so I used that as my coverlet. Here are some pillows that are die cut, and my friend Thespa sent me this in some Happy Mail, and I thought it looked like a stuffed animal somebody would sleep with, so I put that in the bed, and there's some witch's feet hanging out from under my bed. So that is my answer the prompt, what lives under my bed. Number 4, day number 4, make your own Halloween bat and give it a Halloween night story. So I cut this bat out of cardstock. It was really plain. I didn't like it that much. And I tried to cover it with this really cheap glitter glue from Dollar Tree. That maybe was not the best idea. It made this page run, and I have to say it did get grungy, and it did look like it was old and spooky. So I left that. That's one of the bats I made. Now this page encompasses, it has a little short page in the middle here, so it encompasses some other things. I used some bat trim that I had got from Oriental Trading. This little tag here was originally part of the ephemera that the person sent me with the book. And then this photograph here, or picture here, was also part of what the person sent me with the book. I made this bat hanging upside down shaker. It's filled with, all kinds of Halloween goodies like cats and pumpkins and witches on brooms, and yeah, so that shaker is part of the bat I made. I like that one a little bit better than the other bat I had made previously. It's hanging in a tree with some fall leaves. Here's my tag for this page, and somebody did send me this, but I don't remember who it was. It might have been Thespa, it might have been someone else. It might have come with this book. I'm not sure. Anyway, here's my Halloween night story for the bat. It says, it's kind of a poem. I thought of it in the middle of the night and actually wrote it down in the middle of the night. Little bat in flight, flitting through the night, zooming in darkened skies, he sees without his eyes. Dreaming of his prey, he slept throughout the day. But now it is the night, and he's looking for a bite. You see him and you think, is that me he wants to drink? Your fear, it starts to flood. Does he want to drink my blood? Harmless bat in the darkened wood, or monster in my hood? Spooky thoughts swirl through your brain until you are quite insane. No question what this means. This is Halloween. So that was my day 4 Halloween bat night story. And I just put my tag there. He hangs out a little bit out of the book, but I kind of like it. Day 5. What are your favorite Halloween or fall activities? Now, I put things that I really just like about fall because, due to the COVID, there's not a whole lot of activities going on for me this year. So I just put things that I normally like to do and things that make me excited about fall and the Halloween season. I put spookiness, Halloween movies. I particularly put Hocus Pocus, but already this year we've watched Hocus Pocus. We've watched Nightmare Before Christmas. We, of course, always watch the Harry Potter movies, and some of those have a Halloween seasonal theme in them. Mulled cider, falling leaves, pumpkin spice donuts. There's this orchard here called Pfeiffer's Orchard, and they make their own apple cider, and then they make their own apple cider pumpkin spice donuts. Oh my God, they're so good. Candy apples, cozy clothes, snuggling under blankets, cool crisp nights, Halloween parties normally. My brother used to throw the best Halloween parties. Now, we haven't gone in quite some time, but I'm sure he won't be having one this year. But it is something that I generally enjoy in the fall. Trick or treat. I love that the veil is thin between this world and another world, and that, it gives you a good, exciting spookiness that floats through. And, maybe if you're trying to reach out and touch people that you have lost and missed, you can kind of feel like you can do that, which is kind of odd because I gotten a message on Facebook recently from someone that I've never met, an older gentleman. Apparently he's retired, and he was working in some archives in a college in Philadelphia, and found a picture of my aunt, who I was very, very close to. She's been gone a long time. She died when she was 50, like most of the women in my family do, of a female cancer. But like I said, she was very close to me, and just randomly he messaged me on Instant Messenger a picture of her and said, I thought that you might like this. And I had no idea who this man was. I had no idea how he got the picture. The picture struck my heart immediately because I'd forgotten how beautiful she was and how much I missed her and how smart she was and how much I had wished to emulate her in my lifetime. And, I got a little sad. I did send the person a message back because I was a little creeped out by it as well, to be honest with you. And I was like, how did you know I was related to her? And I don't think he realized that she had passed. He was working in Temple University's archives, and she had gone to Temple University, for her college education, and continued to go for continuing education because she was a nurse, and she was supervisor of a nursing college. And apparently he had run across some photographs of her. Anyway, I digress. But that kind of made me feel like the veil was thin because I hadn't thought about her probably, I would even say maybe years. I mean, it's not that I didn't love her. It's just that when someone passes and, decades go by, you don't think about them as much. But that really made me feel like the veil was thin because I was thinking about her a lot then. And yeah, she reached out and touched me. Anyway, I also really enjoy pumpkin carving. Last year we didn't do any pumpkin carving, which is the first time in a long time in our family. My girls and I usually do it. I think it's because my one daughter was away at college, and my other daughter, I thinks she's a little bit too grown up now. She's a senior in high school this year. But I'm hoping that we get to do that again because I really enjoy it. And we're pretty good at it, to be honest with you. Okay, last page I did was day 6. 2-sentence scary story. So my 2 sentences for my scary story were something went bump in the night, then I found out what it was. And then this is how I decorated the page. These are really cool. I made this particular rosette, but these were like cupcake toppers with like the toothpicks in them, and I just broke the toothpicks off them. I just thought they were really, really cool and creepy. And I backed this with some spooky cloth from the Dollar Tree, and I made some ephemera over here with just some printables and cutouts that I had. Vespa sent me this in some Happy Mail, and the ghosties, I just got a new die set. It's a Tim Holtz die set. Pardon me, it's by Sizzix. I don't remember what it's called. It's one of the Thinlits. And so that's where I got the ghosts. Anyway, so that is my first 6 days. And what I did too was I mapped out the rest of my days just to make sure I'd have enough pages. I did end up gluing some of my pages in my book together because there were way too many, and I even tore some out and then glued the pages together around them. But I did have, just a few over 31 now, just in case I want to decorate some stuff in the end of the book. But I do have a plan and I have it mapped out, and I hope that you join me for some future October dailies. And I'm going to post this with the hashtag POB daily 20, which is what April's using for her prompts. And I hope that she sees it, and I hope you guys join in, and I hope you have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye.